and then hip, and then hip, and then hey-o! Welcome to another episode of the Best Friends Discuss podcast. I am your gracious host, Mike, the champ Moberly, and I'm here with my co-host, Brad, not the champ.
Wow.
I couldn't think of anything else. Hi, Brad.
Hey, how's it going, Mike?
Not too bad. We have had an interesting day so far.
Yes.
We are making money moves with the podcast.
Yes.
And by money moves, I mean we haven't gotten to the ad part of it, but we are expanding the podcast, hopefully for the better.
Yeah.
Hopefully that worked. Okay. What did that do? This was unexpected, I'll tell you that. Okay. Hey, there. I fixed it.
We're gonna try. I think it still went through, though.
I think it might have.
I think it might have gone through. Those listening will have to let us know if the sounder went through.
Well, also it depends on which part of this we upload. If we're doing OBS or Audacity. Anyway, minor details, side things. But basically, we made Brad's keyboard a sound mixer.
Yeah.
So I went and hit H, which was supposed to play an audio,
But it switched the screen.
and it opened up Google Help.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll have to see on that
This is
one.
what happens when I let you touch my computer.
Yeah, this is why you're the tech guy and I am the face of the company. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Anyway, Brad. So I know what we're doing. You know what we're doing. What are we doing? Because the audience doesn't know.
We are going to give out some advice.
Ooh, boy, here we are. Are you good at giving out advice?
Generally, probably not. But
What? Why do you say that?
I don't always give out the most helpful advice.
What about Gajo asking if he should leave his current job or not? You gave pretty sound advice. You asked because he was going to go into construction. You asked him, with winter coming up, is there going to be work? That's pretty good advice.
I don't know if that's good advice. That was just, well, I guess I told him to ask that before he moved on.
Yeah,
okay.
And
All right.
then you gave the
Okay.
advice. Oh, okay.
The slight difference, though, might be that I actually like Gage, and some of the people we may be looking at giving advice to, I don't care about.
Is that why you're a Republican? I'm just kidding. You're not a Republican. You're a Nazi. I'm just kidding. You're not a Nazi. You're Brad.
Yeah.
And that's just how Brad rolls. But, your dog is an idiot. He's chewing on the metal of your chair. I just heard it. And he's going back. Did you put peanut butter there? Now he's pawing your hand to move it away so he could then start eating it. Your dog is the definition of a doofus. Bless you. You incomprehensible animal. Also, who's messaging me right now? Okay.
All right.
I can't deal with you right now.
But anyways,
I think you give pretty good advice. I always come
I
to you
can.
for
I guess
advice.
if I try.
And you don't try often, so. But
Don't tell my job that.
there's a lot of people I should tell about that. But I mean, even back to with Gage, you at least said, hey, I would find out if there's going to be work during the winter because it's construction, and if so, if not, then stay for the holiday season, or stay on for the holiday season, and basically get demoted of his responsibilities, and do this as as the side hustle, I guess.
Yeah.
And then if if they are busy during the winter, then yeah, leave Bed Bath & Beyond. Whoa.
Oh. Yeah, we've said it before.
Have we?
Yeah.
Cut that. Cut it anyway. I don't know. Whatever. I'm not part of the company. Great company, I think. But anyway, construction. Or he could, stay there as the side hustle. So I would say you give pretty good advice, and I get great advice. So I think of things from all sides, all angles, and I think about like at least 17 contingency plans before I give my piece of advice.
Yeah.
It's just people don't follow it, and then they screw up. It's kind of like when I'm like, hey man, buy that video game. Trust me, it's on sale, and then you go buy it, and they actually mark it up higher.
Yeah.
But,
Thanks for that.
Yeah, you're welcome. To each their own, I guess. Manners maketh man.
Such a good movie.
Such a good movie. Anyway, so we were playing video games last night.
Yeah.
Well, I was playing a video game, you were playing a different video game, but we were on audio. And I was looking up a bunch of Vice stuff. And this one, I just read you the title, and you were like, I need to know more. and we had some great banter with this one. So this was the title. Should I even read the title or just get into it?
Oh, you absolutely should read the title.
I sent my stepmom a video of my dad masturbating, and now I don't know what to do. I, 18 male, sent my stepmom, 40 female, a video of my dad, 45 male, masturbating. Edit, this is a throwaway account and will be deleted. This situation has turned dark, and I will be making a final update in a few hours before I delete this account. My mom and dad divorced when I was 5 years old, and my mom has been completely out of the picture ever since. My dad starting dating my now stepmom when I was 9. They got married right after I turned 10, and she immediately moved in with us. Obviously, since I didn't even know my mom, I quickly grew attached to her, and she took me under her wing. My dad couldn't have married a better woman, and she treated him right. I don't think I've ever seen her yell or get angry a single time in the entire 9 years that I've known her. Her and I have a great mother-son relationship, and I often went to her for private advice on things before I even considered going to my dad. So, this person has a better relationship with his stepmom than literally anyone else in his family. Yeah. So what's the advice?
So far?
So far, the advice
is, I don't know. We don't have enough information.
Okay. Also, is Omega the first podcasting dog?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Joe Rogan owns a dog.
He's never on the podcast.
Is he not?
No.
Have you seen all 5,000 episodes of the Joe Rogan podcast? Joe Rogan, sponsor us. Okay. Now, in the last few months, my dad has been acting sort of distant from my stepmom. I don't know if it's because of the pandemic. I'm honestly not sure. She asked me if I had noticed, and I told her I had.
Okay, number one.
Uh-huh.
Why would the pandemic have anything to do with it unless he had corona? That's the only reason you would distance yourself because of the pandemic.
What does a beer have to do with this?
Because you get drunk and you pass out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
A week ago, Dad got a new phone, and he always gives me his old phone when he decides to upgrade. And it's always a huge upgrade for me from my current phone. I always make sure to reset it to factory settings, and this keeps the new phone excitement. I don't know why I also added, it's in quotes, but I also did the
air quotes.
The quotes, even though we're not. It's an audio podcast. Silly me. 2 days ago, I was testing out the camera when I noticed some pictures and videos on the phone that were stored on the micro SD. That was left in the phone. Apparently, those stay even when you return to factory settings.
Duh.
What?
It's an SD card. Duh. This guy's not very bright. I have to put that one.
Brad, your people person is showing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, what of it? One of the videos I found was a video of my dad masturbating. My stepmom never goes on business trips or anything, so why would he take a video like this? I decided to confront him. When I did, he looked like he had seen a ghost. He said to delete the video immediately and to never speak of it again. I asked him why he would take a video like this, and he said it's none of my business, and he made me delete the video in front of him. But, this is a great but, I saved a copy on a flash drive prior. So, there you go. He is somewhat of a genius. Maybe when he factory reset it, he didn't realize that the micro SD card was still in it. Maybe past times he
absolutely
the dad
he
would
didn't
take
realize
it.
it.
Yeah. And he said if I ever spoke about
Copy editor here. If I ever spoke to anyone about it, particularly my stepmom,
yeah, there you go.
we fixed it for you, buddy.
Is that buddy for me, or are you saying for
The Reddit guy.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. That he was kicking me out and cutting me off completely. This infuriated me. He was obviously cheating on my stepmom. My dad is at work. He works night shifts. So I asked her if I could email her a video I had found and if she could watch it in private. I didn't want to be there when she watched it, and the video was on a flash drive on my laptop. She looked puzzled, but she said sure. Afterwards, she asked me where I got the video. I told her everything. She said she had never seen the video before and that she had been suspicious of him having an affair, and this confirmed it. She started packing her bags and she told me she is leaving. My dad doesn't know about any of this yet, but he will be home in a few hours. She's going to confront him then and most likely leave afterwards for good. I'm worried that I made a huge mistake. My stepmom is the closest thing I have to a real mom, and she is leaving. I have no idea what's going to happen when he gets home. I'm lost. When was the point you made the comment? Was it during the update 3? I think it was.
It was during one of the updates.
Okay.
My comment still stands, though.
So what advice would you give right now for this? Did he make a mistake?
I mean, obviously he made a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
But we know a little bit more information than they do know right now. The audience does.
Oh, gotcha.
Obviously he made a mistake. Did he have good intentions? Sure. He had great intentions because he loves his stepmom. But you knew you were going to get your ass beat. This is just the way things are going to go. The bad part is... well, it's coming up here in a little bit.
I'll just keep reading. Let's not leave the audience in suspense. For those that didn't get the chance to see my first updates, my dad was having an affair. My stepmom had her suspicions this entire time, and this confirmed it. And he admitted to having an affair during her confrontation when he arrived home from work. She left, and he followed her separately. I still haven't heard from my stepmom, and I'm currently staying at a friend's house. My dad doesn't know I'm here, but I have dozens of missed calls from him. I have a lot of figuring out to do. I don't know if she went back home to get the rest of her things because I've been gone from home since the middle of the night last night. I would have updated sooner, but I haven't been on Reddit all day. I understand I was wrong for invading his privacy, but like I said, he was cheating on my stepmom, and she has been nothing but perfect to him. I'll try to keep this post updated when I hear from my stepmom so it can finally be closed. She hasn't answered any of my calls or texts, and I still haven't spoken to my dad. I have no idea where she is, but I still think it's too soon to call the police. She might just need her space. The last I saw her, she was pulling out of the driveway with my dad behind her.
Now she's just buried in the backyard.
That's the comment you said when I first read this to you. Here's the final update. Because this situation has taken a dark path, my stepmom's family have not heard from her Her friend Ruth hasn't heard from her. She didn't show up to work this morning, and she wasn't there yesterday either. The police have been notified. I'm done updating Reddit because this is a fucking nightmare, and it's all my fucking fault.
Yeah, he killed his stepmom. Now, the question, so you read this yesterday, right? And I just noticed something right now because now I actually have it in front of me, so I'm like reading along with it. And I noticed something up at the top.
Uh-huh.
Is there a chance this is the second wife he's killed? My mom and dad divorced when I was 5. My mom has been completely out of the picture ever since. This is not the first time that the woman of his life has gone missing explicitly, never to be heard of again.
You just blew my fucking mind, Brad. Holy shit. I didn't even think about that. Because when I first was reading this, I was like, okay, the mom went to somebody's place to, hey, I don't have a place to live anymore. I needed a place to hold out. And she obviously didn't want to talk to the son. But the fact that the parents, the friend, the business have all not seen her. Yeah, I think this is a missing person report. And it sucks. When was this posted? A month ago. Only a month ago.
Oh.
Holy shit. And the fact that dude, I hope you have like a fucking grandma or grandpa you can go live with, because I would not want to be around your dad.
Yeah, like I said, I think my advice still sticks, which is get $10,000, buy a new Social Security card, move the hell away, never speak to your dad again, unless you want to meet your mom one last time.
My advice is, as much as this sucks, I'm going to sneeze.
Rona.
As much as this sucks, I think he did the right thing. Cheating bastard. Like, the father was a cheating bastard. The mom sounds like an angel, and now she is one. Is it bad that I said it or that you laughed at that? I'm just saying we're both going to hell. We're horrible people. But yeah. Like, honestly, I would have done the same thing just because he's a cheating bastard. The mom was an angel. The son obviously liked the stepmom more than the dad. Honestly, if she didn't go missing, I would say, like, I would try to like cut off your dad and be like, hey, stepmom, we're good, right? Like, I helped you.
Yeah.
Like, and plus he's 18, so it's not like she could like adopt him kind of thing. Even though I'm guessing out of 9 years, she probably did at one point. So like, that's still your mom. So, but oh boy, I hope this gets better for you, man.
Yeah, well, life sucks sometimes. Yeah, this one doesn't have a whole lot of advice you can give, except for like how to run from your dad. At this point, There's been too many updates. This was just mainly just a fun story to listen to be honest.
Yeah.
This is the start of like a true crime series or something.
Right. This is the episode of Criminal Minds. So here's an update that was in the comments. I'm pretty sure
this is probably one of the two.
Yeah, because the update that we read that clearly sounded like the mom was missing was update 3. So I think this is update 1 or 2. Okay, update. I've been reading comments. Thank you. Stop it, you idiot dog. Thank you for the ones that understand my side. Dad has been having an affair, and it was confirmed in their argument this morning. She left, and he followed her during their argument after he got home. I still haven't heard from my stepmom, and I'm concerned, but I don't think I'm going to call the police yet. I put the video on a flash drive because I knew he would make me delete it once I confronted him, and I was genuinely concerned that he was cheating on her, which he was. I haven't spoken to my dad, and he thinks I'm gone because I haven't came out of the closet, not even to use the bathroom. He spoke to someone on the phone earlier, and he said he was going to kill me when he found me. I don't know who it was. I'm waiting for him to leave again. I have a friend's house a few miles up the road that is going to let me crash there. I'm going to walk there, no car. I have 6% left on my phone battery, and I can't risk charging it. Plus, my charger is downstairs anyway. I will update as soon as I get to a friend's house. Okay, so this is clearly like update 1. And yes, I know I'm 18, but my dad is a lot bigger than me, and I've seen his violent side, and I'm terrified.
So it's not the first time he's also gotten violent.
Yep.
We got an open and shut case right here.
Yep. Oh boy. Ooh.
Yeah, best advice at this point, don't go back to that house.
Yeah. Get a good job.
Yeah.
Because boy howdy, that took a turn for the worst. So advice: avoid your dad.
Oh, absolutely.
Start taking some self-defense classes and buy a gun.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Brad, do you want to pick the next one?
Stop.
I was scrolling up because there was one that I read to you that made you laugh. Go one down. Go another down. Go another down. There you go. That one.
Yes, we are absolutely doing this one.
Yeah.
Because this one was hilarious.
Here you
Just
go.
when you first read it to me.
Yeah.
Just the title.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're going to save this, right?
Because a lot of these, I read the title out to him out loud, and there was moments where I was like, do you want me to read you this full story? Because obviously some of these we want to be as much as surprised as the audience is.
Yes.
So
I have not heard this one.
I have
I
not.
heard just the title, and I believe I just laughed.
yeah. I also didn't read this one
Yeah.
because, yes.
Should I tell my girlfriend it was me who got her sister pregnant?
Ooh.
Oh.
So bit of a backstory.
Been with my current girlfriend 6 years. Happy relationship, etc.
Oh.
Yeah, super happy
Yeah,
relationship.
good for them.
Yeah. One night, I was going with her family to a family party, but she ended up being called into work.
And then I tripped, and my dick landed in her sister. I think that was the Eminem song at one point with Dr. Dre.
As I am still close with her family, I decided I'd still go knowing she would meet me there later.
Then one thing led to another. Sister wasn't on birth control.
A few hours passed and my girlfriend rang and she said she was going to have to stay in all night.
And I really want you to just sleep with my sister. Spend a.
I ended up getting super drunk with her sister.
I was making so many jokes, but that's what happened.
And we ended up having unprotected sex. In the morning, we both agreed it was stupid and we would keep our mouths shut so we didn't break up the family. Or your relationship, I'm guessing.
Yeah, because that's the more of a concern.
Yeah. Anyway, now she is pregnant and told everyone else it was a one-night stand, but it was confirmed mine. My girlfriend is so excited for her sister to have the baby, and it's driving me insane.
Oh my god, hold on.
What do I do?
Also, hold on. So, it is his son, but his girlfriend's niece or nephew, right? But if him and his girlfriend get married, he would also be the uncle, right? Technically, He would be a father and an uncle at the same time.
My father is my uncle.
At what point, with the song, what else does he need to do to become his own grandpa? Isn't it his son needs to... Isn't it his son needs to grow up to then date his mother or something like that for him to be his own grandpa? Oh, dude, holy shit! I like how nonchalant he gave the news. By the way, it's like, yeah, I'm really close. Like a girlfriend of 6 years, pretty happy relationship. Went on a family vacation with her family. She got called into work, and I then got super drunk.
One thing led to another, crazy guys.
Yeah. And then I then boinked her sister. You were not prepared for that. And then, little slap and tickle, and now your sister-in-law, not married yet, but sister-in-law, basically, because 6 years you might as well be married, is now pregnant. There's a moment in people's lives when they just go, "Oh, I fucked up." That was that moment.
Yeah.
He fucked up.
Oh.
So, before we read the other stuff, because
I mean.
because his advice is, should I tell my girlfriend it was me who knocked up her sister?
I mean, does he want to end the relationship?
Now, hear me out. Hear me out, right? He's already established that he has a great relationship with this family, right? That the family clearly like him. That they even are allowing him to go on this trip without their daughter present.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, another daughter was present, but that's a whole other thing, right? So, theoretically, he could dump his current girlfriend and then get with her sister to do the response. Sorry, I couldn't get that
responsible thing.
I couldn't get that out fully. The responsible thing, and be the father to this kid. Brad, I need you to keep it together. I'm not even done yet. And then just and then start just dating his sister or her sister, right? But then, hear me out. They go on to another family vacation. And his new girlfriend, the sister he got pregnant, has to stay behind to take care of the kid or something like that. He goes on this family vacation with his now ex-girlfriend. He gets super drunk, gets her pregnant. And then bada bing, bada boom, you're back in the same boat. You're with both girls. You're polyamorous, right? Is that the right term? It's not monogamous because mono means one.
Oh my god.
So polyamorous. He's now in a polyamorous relationship with.
Okay, Mike.
Hold on. What does that? If that scenario played out before you open your stupid mouth, what would that make the kids? Right. That would make them both their own cousins and
half brother sister.
Yeah, and half siblings. Does that make them half cousins? Because if you have a half sibling, which is 50%,
what's greater than a first cousin? I guess
a half sibling. Oh god, this situation's fucked. Oh, dude, you fucked up.
So should he?
You can't even
So this guy completely fucked up. Okay, like I said, I don't always give the best advice, but I do give advice. So, what should he do? I think he should keep his goddamn mouth shut. Number one, hear me out. The best relationships are built off of a lie, and he is off to a great start.
Okay.
Number two, if he tells, there's a good chance she's going to end the relationship. But it's not like he can be like, oh, my ex dumped me, off to find a new girl. He is stuck in this family for the long haul. Like, you better just keep your mouth shut and hope for the best.
You know what's even better right now? Is that the pregnant sister just told her family it was a one-night stand. Did not say with who, obviously. So, but I'm guessing there's a father, like, to the daughters. I bet you anything that father is like, once that baby is born, I bet you anything that father is like, you better get that guy for child support. Or you better get that guy to support this child some way, somehow. And what is she supposed to do? Just look over to her left?
Right.
And look at her sister's boyfriend?
Does he do the right thing and just be like, honey, I feel so bad for your sister. I think we should help her out and start giving her money for like every month just to help out.
That's
like it's a good thing, like just a good deed, but really it's just his child support that he's giving up.
He's a knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
The other thing is maybe he should do the right thing, like all other fathers do, and just go out for some milk and never come back. He just Chinese fire drills this entire situation. He just says an Irish goodbye and leaves.
Oh.
But yeah, because I was thinking the same thought. Is he doesn't say anything, but he just is like, hey, if we just keep this between us, I'll give you some money. But I like the way you played it, where you just like, it makes him look like a better guy than he is actually not. So,
okay. Also, updates here. Sister's keeping the baby, but is not interested in me being a dad to it. Family is quite rich, so I don't think she will have any issues supporting the child. Dude, he just found his way out.
Dude, that's the loophole. Stop eating the metal off the chair, you stupid dog.
He just looks up here. What? I didn't do it. Also, no DNA test done, but sister claims I have been the only sexual contact within time period needed to impregnate. There's a partial loophole here.
Okay.
Also,
they go on Maury.
How would I even tell her? Yeah, Maury, right there. Best way to tell her?
Stop licking the.
Best way to tell her, Mike. What would be the best way to tell her?
Who? You know what? I know the best way to tell her.
Text message?
I'm going to one-up you on that. Go to California and do a child sex reveal and set the whole place on fire. And then in the middle of the ashes, you just go, by the way, it's mine. and then you just like walk away like a badass. Also,
now he's just licking the metal.
What? Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, this is like gold here.
So still, what would the advice be? Should he even tell or like fake your own
Fake
death?
your own death is the top comment.
This, my friends, is why you should never let your penis take the wheel. Yeah, I agree with this guy, because this is what I was going to say, was that he needs to sit down with the pregnant sister and be like,
Work out a game plan.
yeah, what do you want to go? Like, because obviously, like, the sister has said she doesn't want this guy to be the dad. But in what, 10-year time or 18-year span? You know, what happens when this guy wants to go to college? What happens when the kid wants to you know, what happens when this kid wants to meet their father? Like, what happens then? Like, what does the sister say? Hey, son, daughter, you want to go meet your father? You should ask your uncle about that.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing.
By the way, I love this comment here. Somebody wrote a comment. Fourth, can you sit in the same room with your new baby and not want to hug him, her constantly? This is from somebody that actually loves kids and doesn't realize that there is an army of deadbeat moms and dads out there that don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Plenty of people can do that.
I like this comment. Talk about a family scandal. Just wait until that baby puts in their DNA in the 23andMe or Ancestry.com database one day. That's fucking true. But yeah, like basically, I would say get a game plan down. If it's more because the family's rich, is it more like a sweep this under the rug kind of thing? Or is it a let's attack this head on? But also, like, what happens if him and his girlfriend of six years break up?
You wash your hands of the situation.
You just leave,
Yeah.
and you're like, whatever.
I mean, he's already at that point. Let's be honest.
God, dude,
He's already at that point.
Yeah, right? Yeah. What happens when they have like a fight, like the guy and the girlfriend? They have a fight, and she says something, and he just goes, "Yeah, well, I fucked your sister," and then he just completely like lets it out of the back.
And she's like, no, you didn't. And he's just like, really? Look at little Tommy's eyes and
Yeah.
tell me that they're not mine.
He has my Junos. Because they're rich, they must be Jewish.
Wow.
But also, hear me out, right? This guy has already proved one thing. He likes to get drunk and fuck. What happens if he gets drunk and fucks his girlfriend and he says her sister's name during sex? Or, how about this? I'll go one up. Says her mother's name. I'm just saying, there's no limit of what this guy can do.
Oh my god.
Especially when he's drunk. # Gage.
Shots fired.
Yeah. Well,
Oh
don't
my
get
God.
fucking high when we're supposed to play games and you fall asleep. Can't wait for him to listen to this podcast.
Get fucked.
Get fucked, stay fucked, am I right? Alright, my turn.
Yeah.
I'll save that one for you.
Oh.
I like this one because I love the title of this. Did I read this title to you?
No.
Okay. So this says, urgent. I'm stuck in a chicken coop.
I feel like unless this was done like an hour ago, we may be past the point of helping him. I think he's either already found his help or he's dead.
Yeah, this is from a year ago. From December. In the mountains, by the way. So
Well, that's
this guy
just our
either
time.
froze to death or died of starvation. Ooh. Shall we look at the pictures?
Oh, there's pictures.
Yeah. Okay.
I love the first sentence though. I am aware I am an idiot. I mean, at least he's self-aware.
Right. So he's saying he's an idiot, but here's the thing. It's not his chicken coop. Because in the next line it says, I was feeding some of my friend's chickens. Okay? Which is fair. It's not his chicken coop. And the door latch behind me, it's a regular fence latch. Looks like this. Cool.
This
All
guy
right.
is an idiot.
Okay. I managed to get that one open because the wire is wide enough for me to get my hands through. The bottom one is not.
Oh. What's the bottom one like?
Oh, he's saying
The wire. He couldn't get his hand through the wire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So the top half of the wire is an open square when the bottom half has
Like mesh.
mesh around the bigger squares. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's a two-lock mechanism kind of thing. But here's another thing. Why do you have a two-lock mechanism on your chicken coop? Just saying. One is chickens aren't going to open the lock. I'm just saying.
Hey, those feathery friends of ours,
I mean,
they're master burglars.
to be fair, I have seen chicken run. So that's fair. Stop.
So have I, but they
lying.
usually don't have heads on them.
That's fair too. I can't get the bottom one open, and my friends are in China till the 27th. I can't break the door. I really hope that worked because you just
Son of a
you just
bitch!
opened up Google Help. Okay, let's start this back up.
It was worth it.
Here,
It was worth it.
Here, do it again?
Oh, do it again.
Okay, we'll see if that works. I can't break the door because the chickens would get out. I've tried calling my parents and yelling at the neighbors, but no one's around. Is there any way for me to get out of this? Worst comes to worst, I could break the door and put a rock against it, but I would really prefer not to. Someone will notice I'm gone in a few hours, but it's like 40 degrees out. Thank you so much. Update. After spending an hour in the chicken coop and establishing my own...
Did you get stuck in this? This is something you would do.
Okay. After spending an hour in the chicken coop and establishing my own system of egg-based government, the police came and let me out. He was very nice about it and didn't get the chance to take a selfie with him.
I love how we made the best of it and made his own system of government.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, honestly, if he did that in an hour time...
Do you think he had a caucus?
No, it was a monarchy. He was the only human, and so he ruled over all of the peasants, all of the flock, if you will. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I like that in an hour time he had a system of egg-based government.
Yeah.
Imagine what he could do in a year. They would have like the Dow, you know, the
Oh my god.
like the own economy. So what's your advice to this guy?
Go into politics. If in an hour you can come up with your own government, we could use you, man. You got fire in your belly right there.
Right. I would say also. So unrealistic advice is stay in there, become the overlord of the chicken clan. Okay.
Oh.
That's what I would say. But overall advice, call the cops non-emergency number, or call with the emergency. Say these chickens are attacking you. You know, let's listen. What a clusterfuck. Get it? Do you get it? Cluster of chicken. Sorry, I didn't mean to be henning you.
You're done now.
I'm done.
You're done.
Cut off my head and give me 2 minutes while I run around. Because you could cut off the chicken's head, and they can spend some. Hi, Omega.
Hi, yeah, let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Got the next one here, because this one, I think I also told you needed to save, because I'm pretty sure you read this title.
Yeah.
We were saving this one.
Yeah. Go, Omega. Go.
My mentally handicapped brother ate his guinea pig alive.
Omega, go lick a the metal of the chair or something. Leave me
Well, you
alone.
kept telling him to stop doing
Yeah,
that.
I know, but he's in my face now.
I'm at a total loss. My brother is 22 years old, but has the mental capacity of about 8. He has seizure disorder, autism, and a litany of other health problems due to brain damage at birth. He's playing something on his N64 I set up for him. Nice choice of video gaming.
Yeah, like him, he's playing like how I did when I was 8.
Yeah. And I was down. I was downstairs playing on my phone. I was house sitting, technically babysitting for my parents. Yes, they are in the process of getting him an assisted living home for adults with issues like this. Suddenly, out of nowhere, I hear a hideous scream. Inhuman even. I race upstairs and my brother has the door shut and barred. Horrified, I pound on it and ask what happened, and he keeps saying nothing over and over. I demand he opens the door, and he said no, he's busy. I bet he was. He won't tell me what I heard was or what happened. Freaked out, I race downstairs to the garage and grab my dad's stepladder and climb up to his window, and holy fuck, my brother is hunched over, chewing on his own fucking now dead guinea pig. There's blood everywhere.
Holy fuck.
I immediately called 911, my parents, and his social worker, and I don't know how to handle this. He's currently under observation at a mental hospital. My parents are pissed I let him do that, and that I called 911 over that. I am not sure how to cope with this mentally. I mean, what the hell?
Well, okay, so first of all, the parents are pissed that A, let him do it. Okay, I'm sorry, but
Are they more pissed, though, that they let him do it or that they called 911? Because in the same sentence here, I let him do it and that I called 911 over that.
Well, first of all, call 911 because he's eating a rodent, right? That thing could have diseases. That thing could give him like botulism. Okay, I don't really know, but maybe mad.
Yeah, it's not in a dented can.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe mad guinea pig disease, something like that. But he's consuming a raw meat. He needs to get like his stomach pumped, if anything, for evidence. But also like I always hate the fact that parents leave their own kids to babysit their siblings. I've always hated that. It's not their responsibility, but it's okay for like a helping hand, right? Like I get like there are situations where like say a mother or a father works a night shift and hey, you're 14, you need to look over your 7-year-old sibling. That is totally fine. But still, when you have a mentally challenged person in your house, the siblings are not their babysitters. It is the parents' responsibility. I feel like I'm just saying, you are an idiot dog. So, oh boy, I like that he's like nothing. I'm not doing anything. As he's like,
As he's chewing down on it.
He's Lenny from.
No, not at all.
No?
That's not Lenny. Lenny loved his animals.
Yeah.
He just hugged them too hard.
Well, Cannibal loves
The taste.
Well, like there's been cases of people who, people who eat things to absorb their energy.
Yeah, but that's different. That's not really a love.
Well,
that's more
right,
of I want to be like you.
Were there no?
There's like no advice on this one that I can think of, and I feel like his bigger thing is he's wanting to know how to handle it. Dude, if you can't handle this, go fucking talk to somebody. Fucking Reddit isn't where to like go talk to. Like,
Yeah.
this is the definition of a little pussy.
Yeah,
like,
message-
fucking figure out what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, message somebody. Message Brad. Brad will listen
Yeah,
to you.
I'll fucking listen to you, and then I'll call you a dumb shit, and you get over it. And I mean, this is just the way life is, man. It's the circle of life. It's like a circle.
I like how you're like that's the way of life. And
Yeah.
I'm like, No, I would say that's not the way of life. Not on average, you get somebody who's eating a guinea pig, Brad. Also,
Maybe he was dared to.
Also, I will say this: Brad is a good bitch to bitch about bitches with.
Yeah,
so.
I am a good bitch to bitch about bitches too. But I mean, I feel like there's no advice that you can really give besides like how does he handle this, and that's what it sounds like he wants is like how do I handle this, dude? You're trying to ask help on like Reddit and shit. These random ass people are not gonna be able to give you great advice. Go fucking talk to somebody if you actually need true advice.
Also,
stop trying to find your internet buddies to give you fucking advice.
I'm curious how old this kid is, right?
Is he older than his brother or not?
Well, I don't
because
think
his brother's 22.
Yeah, his brother's 22. I'm guessing
like
he's not.
He's like 18 or
yeah,
something.
I'm thinking there's maybe a 4-year difference. So we're going to say he's 18. He could also be 16, 15 because honestly like his solution to getting to the brother's room was to get a ladder. And plus, it was just a step ladder, wasn't it? Yeah, a step ladder and climb up to his window. So, is it the first floor?
It's got to be the first floor. A step ladder wouldn't get you to the second floor.
I race upstairs. So I think he meant just ladder, not step ladder. Okay. But still, like, honestly, my first instinct... Well, okay, maybe the ladder was a good idea because my first instinct would have been to grab a drill off the doorknob, and, well, then again, maybe not. You know what? Never mind. Ladder was a good idea. Now looking at like your doorknob, it doesn't have the screws.
I think it depends on the door.
Yeah. But yeah, so I'm guessing he's about 18. I'm gonna assume. So seeing your older brother eating a animal like he's a vampire probably fucks you up a little bit, right? So I think mentally, like I agree, he needs to find someone to talk about this. I don't think it's like a 5-year process he has to go through, but he at least needs to.
Apparently, this kid it is.
Well. Also, I mean, it's not like his. It sounds like his parents aren't really supportive, since they're like, "Oh, why the fuck did you have to allow your brother to eat a guinea pig? Well, why did you have to give him a guinea pig?" Honestly, I feel like it's the parents' fault. Why do you give a? I mean, thankfully, it wasn't like a mouse or mice, where he's just able to just like, unless he does, and that was the appetizer. I don't know.
Yeah, they're just extra furry, so you actually have to chow down on them.
Right. So, did you skim the stuff?
I did.
What was there? What was?
So he got out after about 72 hours. He's back at the house. They think it was a seizure triggered by a violent episode.
So he had a seizure
that triggered a violent episode. And if there's any other issues, what do? Call 911.
Yeah.
And then he's also now seeing a therapist, which is what you should have done instead of asking Reddit for help.
Well, at least we got a great story.
Yeah, I mean, you write about that.
Oh.
No, he's much older.
Yeah, he is.
Wife believes me now. I called her crying about what my brother did, and she apologized over and over. My parents also called me a few minutes ago and asked if I needed anything, and that they were grateful I was so willing to help my brother.
Yeah.
So this guy's older. He's married.
Yeah.
This week sucks moldy horse cock.
Wow. All right. So now that we know he's older and he's married, I think he did the right thing, calling the cops. Obviously, he did the right thing. How he got into the room, I think, was a good idea. And
So, yeah, everybody's giving the same advice. Because he did say up here, I'm glad for all the advice. They gave the same advice that I just said.
Ow, you asshole.
Go fucking talk to somebody. How is that even something you needed to bring up on Reddit?
Right.
How can you not figure that out yourself?
Right.
This may be a little controversial, might get me yelled at a little bit, but if you can't figure out that your brother ate a hamster or a guinea pig, whatever, you should probably go see a therapist if it's affecting you. And if you can't figure that out on yourself, something might run in the family that makes you a little slower too.
Overweight. Not strong legs. Just saying. So, all right. Well, that was at least a good story. At least.
I mean, I think,
That one?
yeah.
You want to do that one? I want to do this one too. Am I a racist for not being interested in dating a person of color because I'm not attracted to them? Hello, I am 18 female. I am half Brazilian and half Chinese. Relevant later on. Brazilian, half Chinese. A silent nod to each other.
Yeah.
All right. I have been asked out on a date or to be someone's girlfriend a few times in my life, but I've politely declined every time. I always assumed it was better to be honest and reject them on the spot because I didn't want to lead them on if we had a friendship. However, I personally tend to only really be attracted to white or pale people. Brad, we are in luck up top. Yes! Because you're the palest of them all. There's absolutely nothing wrong with dating a person of color, and I'm not at all trying to insinuate that. Okay, real quick question. A person of color, doesn't that also mean white?
No.
Because hear me out. She is not white.
Mike, you're not woke, all right? God, get your shit straight.
Did you just say the W word to me? Omega, headbutt his knees. Attack his knees. But because like I feel like most people insinuate that only white people can be racist. But like a black person can be racist towards a Chinese man.
Yeah.
So but wouldn't that be a person of color?
No.
That is like opposite to them.
Yeah, but that's not how it's seen culturally.
Or majority.
Just culturally.
Okay.
Culturally, white people do not count. Honestly, and this is why she's kind of naming herself, I'm guessing, we'll see later, because this is relevant later on, half Chinese. Asian is also not considered people of color.
Weird.
Yep.
That's weird. I just think that
That's actually why they came out with the phrase BIPOC.
BIPOC? Mm-hmm. What is BIPOC?
Black, indigenous, or people of color. It was meant to exclude Asians.
Weird.
They're more privileged.
I don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like it either. But
Okay. I don't know. That's why I was asking because
I went far down.
That's why I was wondering because I just feel like because I take that like person of color because I'm white. I take that as a person of color. Like dating a person of color is dating outside of my
what you are
color.
Yeah.
And so her being half Brazilian and half Chinese and her not being attracted to like her saying she's attracted to white people, I take that as she's interested in people of color. Now, not, culturally people of color. So, but that's how I feel about it. But anyway. Out of all the times I've been asked out have been from people of color. And whenever I show interest in people I'm attracted to, they don't ever seem interested, so I stop and move on with life. I've never dated anyone before or even had my first kiss, and my mom tells me I should be open. She's 18.
I mean, she gives her number out. We're down.
Yeah. How? This was a day ago?
Holy shit.
You should message this person. And
And my mom tells me.
I want to start dating, but I want to date sometime I have physical... Someone, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I want to start dating, but I want to date someone I have physical attraction to and then develop an emotional connection. I brought this up to my black friend, and she said I was being a little picky and somewhat racist because I should love someone for the quality of their persona versus looks or skin color. I do want to love someone for their character, but I also feel like a physical attraction is important. Am I being picky and racist by only wanting to date white people?
So this one is more of a serious one, though.
Yes.
This isn't somebody ate a guinea pig, or I got stuck in a chicken coop and made my own government.
I would also say the other ones we've done have also been serious, like the stepmom being missing. Brad.
Yeah, well, that was serious, but at the same time, that was more of a good story because at that point, the advice that random people can give are probably not the same advice that the police are actually going to give her.
Going into witness protection.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So,
I mean, number one, question has to be asked. Is she being racist?
I don't think so.
I'm going to put a hard no on that one.
I don't think so. So, I've actually had this conversation many times. I don't think I necessarily have a type. I'm very much open to dating literally any woman.
I do have a type.
I know you have a type, right? But I don't care if the skin color, I don't care hair color, I don't care eye color. Like, there's preferences that I have, but it's not a deal breaker for me, right? Like I have some weird ones, but they're ones that I can easily get over. And I had this back when I was in like junior high. So this is more of like a childish thing that I've had, but like I said, it's not a deal breaker for me because honestly, if I have great chemistry with the person and the person is a good person that will benefit me and I benefit them, then boom, great. If they are nice looking, that's even a bonus. Okay? But like back in high school, or junior high, I had some weird like preferences of the kind of women I wanted to date. I wanted to be taller than the woman.
Mm-hmm. That's a normal guy thing.
I wanted to be older than the woman, or at least the same age.
That's also kind of a normal guy thing.
Shit, what was some other ones? But those were like the main ones where like I wanted to be taller, but also I don't care. Like, don't care.
I also like to be taller than the women I date, but that's a lot harder for me.
Yeah. How is it dating midgets then, Brad? You short fuck. Get fucked, stay fucked. But yeah, like I've grown since then as a person, so like those things I don't care about. I don't care if somebody's taller than me because if anything, why I even have that preference wasn't because like of a masculine thing. It's just one of those things that I would have liked to be taller than the woman. It's just one of those things. But like honestly, I don't care. I don't care if the person is like 2 feet 2 inches taller than me. I don't care. If anything, I could then make Futurama jokes like death by snoo snoo. So you know, I don't care. But I don't think I have a necessarily type as long as they are good for me and they are a good person in return.
Mic issues.
So I don't think it's racist if somebody does not like dating a certain race. I don't see that as being racist because people have their types. People have what they are attracted to. So, because honestly, if you say you're at a bar and you see a girl at the bar or a guy, whatever, the very first thing you notice is their looks.
Yeah.
And you basically judge the book by the cover. You go, hey, that book has a nice vinyl finish. It's embroidered. Let's stop talking about books, Brad. Come on, get serious. Like, you look at them. You go, hey, she has a good-looking face, a nice ass, a nice set of
personalities.
and then you go talk to her, right? And then you start getting interested in the things she's talking about, the things like what she does for a living, or how many pets she has, or what's her social security number and blood type, stuff like that. You get interested, okay?
Getting those deep conversations.
Yeah. So then that's when you get into a relationship. Is she has the looks, she has the brains, and you start getting into a personality. That's what you look for. So if you see a person and say you're not interested in a Brazilian woman, then that is not the person you go for.
Yeah.
It's just a type thing. So I don't think she's being racist.
No, I always hated this argument, by the way, of if you're not attracted to somebody, then you're racist. Like, for me, I'm a smaller guy, right? Like, I'm not this huge 260 pound, 6 foot some odd guy. I personally am not going to find somebody that is well over, like, weight.
Your weight class.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I'm going to find super attractive. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
That doesn't make me fat phobic.
Yeah.
There are also tons of, like, ladies that I would say are on the bigger perspective that have an amazingly, like, beautiful face that I find attractive, like, in that aspect. But as a whole picture, I don't as much. Yeah. And it's the same thing with it. Like, I can honestly say that, yeah, for me, my, like, persuasion would be probably also more on the wider pale side that I would generally go for. At the same time, I would date somebody that is, like, black.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not my preferred preference.
Gotcha.
And I think that's kind of what this is. Like, yeah, it's not what you're fully into. This person's also 18.
Yeah.
They're still barely into that, dating category. They haven't had the life experience to, like, learn more about even themselves to be able to make great, like, choices.
You're right. And plus it says in there that she has never dated and never had a kiss.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that she's new to this.
Yeah.
But also, like to what you were saying, like I said, I have no problem dating anybody, really.
Yeah.
But there's a thing where it's like people have problems dating me. So, maybe I am attracted to, say, an Asian person. Just Asian people aren't attracted to me. Are they then racist?
Yeah.
No, of course not. They just see me and they go, oh, that guy? Oh, he's like a 2. But real quick, I want to play a video because this guy makes me laugh. It's from TikTok. And I think he sums it up perfectly of how, like, guys perceive how they approach and what makes them stay with women, okay? Hopefully this gets picked up.
Hey, I'm leaving.
Excuse me, ma'am. Where do you think you're going?
I told you I was going out.
Oh, no. The issue here is not that you're going out. You can go out. That's fine. Daddy needs some me time. But there's an order of operations here. There's a 4-step process, okay?
This is not the video. But you know what? Now thinking about it, hold up. I'll send it through the messenger thing.
Yeah, because we can just straight listen to it off of this.
Yeah. Because I have it saved. There we go. We'll just do it this way.
I'm staring into my phone camera.
What are you doing?
I'm staring into my phone camera until a wild TikTok appears in my brain.
Okay, well, I have a question.
What's your question?
Why'd you ask for my number?
Why'd I ask for your number? That ass.
Really? You married me because of my ass?
No. Don't put words in sentences that weren't there. I did not marry you for that ass. I asked for your number because of that ass. I started dating you because of them ass and titties. I fell in love with you because of your brain. I asked you to marry me because of your heart, and I said I do because of who you are as a person, so let that marinate.
But...
Let it marinate. It's been fully marinated. Continue.
Okay, then why do you stay married?
Why do I stay married? That ass. Taxes. Mainly taxes. But I digress.
It's just so funny to
What are you
me.
doing?
I'm staring into my phone camera until a wild TikTok appears in my brain.
Okay, well, I have a question.
Okay, we're good now.
It's so funny to me. Like the reason I looked at you was because of that ass. The reason I approached you was because of your body. The reason I talked to you was because of your brain. The reason I stayed with you is because of your personality.
Yeah.
Like he just sums it up so well. Like that's the order. Like it's not a guy looks at a girl in a bar and goes, she probably has a great personality because of that poofy hair she has.
Yeah.
You know?
Nobody dates by just being like, I'm going to look at the whole picture. Everybody goes off of looks first.
Yeah.
Everyone. And you're always going to go for your preference.
Yeah.
And maybe it has nothing to do with race. It may have something just to do with, like, I like somebody with big boobs. So if they have smaller boobs, you're just like, flat out, I'm not even going to talk to them.
Yeah.
It's your preference. It has nothing to do with being racist or whatever else.
Yeah. But even with that is you could it's okay to date outside of your preferences.
Yeah.
It's just what people from the get-go, from just looking at the surface, that's what people go for. Is if you see somebody with blonde hair, you go, wow, she looks really hot with blonde hair, and that makes you go, the endorphins in your endorphins. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think it is. No. Pheromones? No. Endorphin. I think you're right.
Start
Whatever.
triggering in your brain, and you go, wow, I really want to go up to her and talk to her, and then you start having those conversations. So I don't think it's racist.
No.
You have a type. If anything, people with types, if we're saying this lady is racist, then we're saying people with types are racist.
Yeah.
And
What I
that's
would
just
say
not the
with
case.
this is, no, you're not racist. Obviously, go with who you prefer for the most part, but I would say keep your options open. Because you never know if you're going to find that great person that maybe isn't your preferred type,
Yeah.
but you find them actually to be like the best person out there.
Right.
So don't block all your options.
Mm-hmm.
Keep them open. But yeah, you can actively kind of look more for your preference than just keeping it wide open for everybody.
Right. Plus,
But yeah, don't shut yourself out. That would be my advice.
yeah, I would say be more open to it, but still try, because I don't believe that there is that one person for you. There's no one true love. I think there's multiple true loves. You can't just put a number to it, because people just find their true loves, or they find a person that they can tolerate. They find somebody that can be the person that they need. They find the person that fills the gap that is missing. There's what 3.5 trillion people on this planet, and the fact that you think there's one person that meets your one person, no, there's probably like 5 million people that is to your 1. So it just sucks. Now here's one thing. So that was just a scenario of like if you see them at like a bar or get together, a party of some kind, that's when you go based off looks. It is different when you are like friends or acquaintances or something along those lines where you first get to know their personality over their looks essentially. But everybody you meet, you make a first impression.
Yep.
And that is such an important thing. So, and that's when you start building, and you start building off of your first impression. And so, yeah, I would just, bless you. I would just give it a try, but this is my advice. Date around, try out a couple of different things. Don't settle down on one thing. Like, you're 18, go find someone that is interested in you, build up a relationship. I'm not saying go for like a one night stand. That is not your objective. But find somebody, have a conversation with, because if anything, it's just experience at that point. You build on like, oh, hey, what do you talk about on a first date? What do you say? What to not do, like what Omega is currently doing. You build on your own experiences. So I would say date around. Don't be, I try not to use the word slut too often, but don't just be hoeing yourself around. Just simply date around with people who are legitimately interested. And if anything, if something doesn't click, guess what? You simply just go, I'm sorry, I'm not interested. There's many fish in the sea. You're just not the one for me. And, Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say is start dating around, start knowing what your types are, but don't actively look for those types. So, wow, you're really going for it, Omega. So that's my advice to you is look around.
Yeah.
What?
Are we doing one more, or are we looking at about that? It's been about an hour and 20.
Do you want to record a second one? Because I didn't even send all of them. Like, we still have that one. So if you want, we could do a second one to kind of keep
Going to prison for a year and I'm scared. No shit, dipshit.
So, like, there's that one. So we haven't even.
Yeah, I'd maybe just hold off. We'll do some more later.
Okay. Then, you want to outro this?
No.
Bye.
Oh, the look of disappointment was worth it.